All right, guys, tarpey's free. Let's see how hard this is going to be to get off. Let's put you over here. So it's stuck up in that corner there. Huh? I know. I thought that was going to be easy, but... And there she goes. That's it. I'll just walk to I'll show them up here. Okay. All right, guys. 25-foot Bertram. Here, pass it up here. I'll show them.
Take the rope off the beard then.
So this is the girl here. Needs a nice clean out, but the interior is very good condition, except for this seat. Well, we're going to get rid of that seat anyway, because I noticed you can't open up that. I need to get the keys for in there, but you could do with a very nice clean, which we will do. But we need to get this onto the trailer first, and then I'll give you a full rundown on the boat. Let's give you a quick one now. This is the top helm. Then we got to get this onto that. Okay, now to the fun part. All right, let's see what we come up with. All right, guys, just give you a heads up on what we're doing. Just letting down these tire pressures now, and we're going to see. We're just going to line the boat up straight to the keel, and we'll back under, and then we're going to measure from the bunk down to where she's going to sit to see if the keel is going to hit the meal. Worst case scenario, we're going to have to move these over to match where they're sitting. Fingers crossed we don't, because them U-bolts there, I don't think they're coming off anytime soon. And once we get it under, we're going to use the forklift just to lift it up, just so it's sitting half on the trailer a little bit. And then maybe we can lift it back up while it's sitting on the trailer, pull that out. Not too sure yet. We're going to make it up as we go. We're going to get a crane, but we'll see if we can have a go first. Otherwise we'll find the boat on the side. Nah, should be right. We'll work it out. Alright, let's wait for these tyres to go down. We'll back it up just a little bit more. Alright guys, we're getting somewhere now. So we've now got the ute about a quarter of the way. So at least I'm happy it's not going to roll over. So we're about to here. We've got the strap on. So we can walk it in with the strap, but we're running into a problem here. So she's bottoming him out on that right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to undo the bolts, U-bolts off the cradle. We're going to drop that beam off, and then we can make our way at least to that beam. Then we're going to lift it back up with the forklift. So we've soaped these up a little bit, and that's it. Give that a red hot go. I didn't bring the tripod today, and no one's willing to hold the camera. That should be right. I'll just keep updating this. We haven't moved very fast since the last time I updated you, but still a fair few meters of boat to go under. So about there, you can see it. Another 4 meters to go. All right, let's keep backing her in. All right, guys. Now that was a long day. Thanks to our father-in-law, my dad, and little Rick. Got it on. So what we ended up doing, so we had the boat about, I think the last time I showed you was about halfway, and I couldn't get it from there to there. It just wouldn't go. So what we ended up doing, putting a timber across the bottom of the keel, jacking it up, and then backing it up to the next axle until we actually got it onto these 2 Rollicks, and then lifted it back up with the forklift and ended up getting it in. So check that out. Looks $1 million. Got the flags on there. Come up good. Now we'll get it home. Give it a nice clean up. And I'll give you a nice tour. Alright guys. Let's get the big girl home. See you when I get there. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Hopefully you're all keeping up to all these short films that I'm going to try to pump out. But here she is. We got her home. So I was going to record it last night. It was pretty dark. Check it out. It looks pretty good. Doesn't need a nice buff. I could easily leave a bit of chalkiness, but not much. We're not going to be buffing it this year anyway. While we're down here, leg wise, I will be giving it a nice hot gurney. Not repairing too much on them if they work. So if the hydraulics work, they're going back on. We'll fill it up with new oil. We'll change all the impellers, and if they work, I'm not touching them yet. Once we finish with if we can get to the fireworks and all the water stuff, when it starts cooling off, the legs will come off. I'll sandblast them, repaint them all, make them look nice and shiny, and then repaint the whole bottom of the boat, and then buff the whole boat. But for now, we just want to make it so we can use it safely. Alright, we jump up in here. Oh. So this is the top side, or should say the bottom side. And just jump in here. Oh shit. Still very sore from yesterday, so carpet does need a bit of cleaning, bit of shit on the floor. But this is all very nice and clean. Walk down into the helm area. Now this is the dirtiest thing in the boat. I don't know why it's done that. I don't think this one's original, to be honest. Nah, it wouldn't be. Like, you can't even open that box. Not sure what's in it, but it's a sink. Couple eskies. They're all empty. And then you got the cabin in here. Like, it's in very good condition. Radio. And then very dusty gauges. So she's only done, what's that, 1800? Yeah, 1800. It's not bad considering the age of the boat. Like, this is a serial number of, you can see that there, 04. Oh, 405, sorry. So, considering that's a low number, this would have been the first few that would have come out. So, and then I think there's a storage compartment under here. Show you under here. Now I did open this up before, it was pretty dirty. But so fresh water tank, the hose goes up into here, so I'm guessing there would be a pump in that box there. And then we've just got bilge pump, automatic trigger. We'll clean all that out. Get that, make sure that pump works. And then we've got to change these batteries out. So we've got to get them out first. I'm going to check in the tank. Pretty sure there's no fuel in it. 11 years. That should be all evaporated by now. So the story behind the boat, I bought it off a bloke named Daryl. Very nice guy. Hopefully one day you can take him out back on his boat. So he purchased this, he used it for about a year. And then he went to move to Sydney, and then he had some health problems. So it sat on a dry dock for many years. And then we had the opportunity to buy it, and here it is. So cheers to Daryl. Kept it in very nice condition. Obviously it's just dusty. Now all the clears will have to be replaced. Like, I don't want to see a comment, oh, you can't step on them. I know. There's all the clears that goes across, right across here. This one goes on the top helm. But you can see they're pretty, like, I'll try to save a little bit of it, but they're very burnt. But they might come up, or these ones anyway. This one here is pretty bad. You can see, that's just everywhere. Like, look at that. Some people say you can get them to come back, but we'll get it priced up and we'll see. Now, we're going up to the top helm. Carpet needs replacing on the floor. Got some rod holders at the back here. Yeah, it is. Now, she's very dusty, but we'll get this sorted. But all in all, like, I haven't even been right through the boat yet, because I pretty much bought it and then we started on the stepper, and then just threw a tarp over it, because I promised myself we wouldn't touch it. But like I said in the other video, we can't do the other boat yet. Now, before we keep going any further, today's job is to pretty much, because we've got 1 week left. I know the video's a bit behind, but we need to change the batteries, or jumper lead them, check what does work, steering wise, electronic wise, and then I'll show you the next problem. So I did make a recording of the motors prior touching them. So I thought, why it sat there, what I'll do is take these plugs out, which I did. Just these spark plugs here, 4-cylinder, and I fill it up with diesel, because you can't spin it. So it is seized technically, but I put the bore scope down there and it will be just stuck on the rings. So I'm not worried about this one. This one's in fair condition. This is the old 470s. So all these spark plugs come out mint. Filled them up. But this engine is a bit of a problem engine. So if I put the little side video on, this here was full of rust, like from here all over. And when you look at the spark plug, there was nothing left. So I pretty much just touched the spark plug, didn't even get a chance to put the spinner on, and it snapped. And then the thread on the actual where you put the socket twisted off the spark plug. So I have tried putting an easy out on it, and that didn't work. So what we're going to do, I tried heating it, cooling it, just to break a bit of the rust, and that didn't work. So plan B, I'm going to try easy out again, and then use an air hammer to rattle it on top, and then try to spin it with a spinner at the same time. And the last option we got, well, before we can take the head off, we'll drill it out and tap it. Otherwise, we have to take the head off, which shouldn't be too hard, but considering the time we got, it's not the best option. So pretty much today, I need to just suss out all the parts we need to order them, because we've got 1 week left. So all filters, all oils, spark plugs, whatever leads, like just looking at it, I just noticed as I walked up, I don't know if you can see that right there, that cord's broken. Zoom in, one right there. So we need to change that one too. So essentially, whatever part we need now, we have to order. Because if it takes 3 days to get, we won't be getting it. So I'm going to strip off whatever doesn't work. If we need a second-hand head, I will get it, just in case I need to swap it out. I'm not worried about swapping it out. I'll just get all new bolts or second-hand bolts with that same head. And then same with the legs. So if there's not much recording, it's because we're on a short time limit. But essentially, we're going to order all the parts, see if we can tackle that spark plug. And then we've got a tool that goes on a harmonic balancer. We're going to see if we can spin it to, or even hold a bit of pressure and just let it come free. And then we're going to try to kick it over with no spark plugs in there, obviously. And then same as this starter motor, like I need to order a new one of those. Look at that. Some reason this motor copped the brunt of it. So I'm wondering if one of these gaskets are gone. But we'll find out. Because if so, I'm going to take all this off. And look at the state of that bolt compared to that bolt. The joys. But it should be good. Alright, let's start cracking into it. I'm going to take this out, get rid of this off the floor. Oh. Now mind you, we did get home 8 or 9 o'clock. Just shy of getting dark as well, so. But we'll empty this all out, clean it up. Alright, let's get started.